Hi everyone, welcome to Discarding Betty. I am Nikki, I'm the cook, and Betty here is my sourdough starter. And look how she was here this morning and she's all the way up here. She's doubled in size and ready to go. So we have her new home here. I invested in a sourdough warmer. And I don't know how it's gonna go, but so far I've noticed that she rises a little quicker and faster than normal. So I'm happy with it so far. Betty seems to be pleased. Instead of being in her micro house, she is now on her, let's see, what should we call it? She's at the beach on her burner. It seems to work well. A girlfriend of mine has one. She loved hers. Betty was doing fine without it, but I kind of felt like I wanted to elevate Betty a little bit and see how it goes. So not needed, but loved. So today we are going to make Blackberry Cobbler Cake. That's right, you heard me right. Blackberry Cobbler Cake. It's got the cobbler filling-ish, but it's more cake-ish. So this is my sister-in-law's recipe, and she doesn't usually add any sourdough starter to it or discard, but I'm going to. So this is kind of an experiment for all of us to see how well it turns out. Hopefully well, hopefully good, but this is kind of a good testing of, can we put sourdough in basically anything? Sourdough starter or discard in anything. I don't know, we'll see. I haven't tried any box recipes yet. I do want to try that, I just haven't yet. So that's to be continued. But before we get started, I want to say that I have a great starter pack. It's a freebie. You'll see a little picture of the cover right here, but the link is in my description, and then also the first comment, I will link it in the first comment and pin that comment to the top, so it's easy to find. And this is great. It has, if you want to start your own sourdough starter, how to start it, how to feed it, how to take care of it, how to store it. I also have links to my favorite tools in there. And then I also have 3 different sourdough starter discard recipes in there, and there are 3 of some of my favorites, so please take a look at it. Let's get started on this Blackberry sourdough discard cobbler cake. That's a mouthful. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to add our liquids first. So I have 1 cup of milk. I have 1 stick of melted butter. And then, of course, vanilla. And I had to go out and actually buy some vanilla because I ran out of my I ran out of my vanilla from Mexico. There we go. So we're gonna put in 1 teaspoon and a shot. But this is a good one too. This is Watkins vanilla. I've used it in the past when I run out of special vanilla, and it's really good as well. And then our sourdough. I'm gonna give this a stir real quick. Oh, just love the sound of that when I stir it. Just makes me happy. I need to switch out jars. You can see we're kind of caked up here. That's all right. Okay, so she smells good. We only need 1/2 cup. I am going to discard a full cup because I need to feed her tonight. I feed her once a day and I feed her in the evenings. So might as well go ahead and discard. But we're only going to use 1/2 of this discard. Okay, so there's our discard. I don't know if you can see that with the light or not, but there's the bubbles in it. So we're going to pour in 1/2 cup. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, we're gonna give that a good stir, and then we're gonna put in our dry ingredients, and we're just gonna put it right under the mixer. We've got actually it's a little less than a cup of flour. The recipe calls for a cup of flour, but because I'm also adding in the sourdough starter, it's over 3/4 of a cup, but under a cup, so kind of in between there. I probably could have even done 3/4 of a cup. And then we have 1 cup of sugar. I'm gonna pour that right in. And then I am going to put this here in the mixer and let it work its magic. Ooh, I'm noisy tonight. All right, we're gonna mix that up and scrape the sides here. You can see I'm super casual after work. I went ahead and changed tonight because I was unsure whether I wanted to cook tonight or not. And then I thought, blackberry cobbler cake with a little sourdough starter in it sounds really delicious. So I went ahead and put on some casual clothes. Of course, my Kansas City Chiefs. We are getting ready to get into my most favorite season, football season. Favorite time of the year. I love fall. I love going into fall. I love football season. I love the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, I'm gonna scrape these sides down. We're gonna give this another good stir. This is really a simple recipe. When I ate this at my parents' house when my sister-in-law made it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. You know what? I really needed to use this one instead of this one. It's just not getting the lumps out. I don't know what I was thinking. We'll just switch it out. There we go. Okay. We're gonna give it a nice stir. This is my first time making it with you guys, so we're doing this together. But this is a very liquidy batter that I'm not used to always working with, especially when it comes to kind of a cake-like substance. These blackberries, unfortunately, I couldn't find any at farmer's market, and I haven't for a couple of weeks now. And even our local grocery store, I've had a hard time finding blackberries. And then my mom said she was at Aldi's, and she's like, run into Aldi's. They were really good. She bought a basket of them. And so I rinsed them, which you're gonna wanna rinse them, and they've been sitting in a towel drying, as you can see. Some of them were so large, like huge. And so I had to cut a couple of them into thirds and a couple of others in halves. So they would not be so huge. And so you're gonna wanna have them dry, and it's gonna be 2 cups of blackberries. And I think I even have a few more than probably 2 cups, but it's okay. Okay, I'm just gonna gently stir these in. Like I said, it's really easy to stir them in. It doesn't take that much. All right. Okay, so I sprayed my pan, and we are just gonna pour this batter right in. Look at all those berries. Okay, and I am gonna just kinda, looks like some of these berries got up on one side and not the other, so I'm gonna kinda just move these around a little to make sure it's kinda even. My obsessive compulsiveness. Okay, and then the last thing you're gonna do is you're gonna have 1/4 cup of sugar, and you are just going to take this sugar and sprinkle it right on top. You're not gonna stir it in, you're just gonna sprinkle it on top. And then you are going to put it right in the oven. Our oven is at 350. It's been preheating for a while. Okay, that's it. How easy is that? Okay, we're gonna put it in, and we'll be back in about 1 hour, and we'll taste it and see how it is. Probably let it cool just a bit. And I also think that I'm probably gonna do, because my oven is temperamental, I think I'm gonna actually set my timer for 50 minutes and try it at 50 minutes. See if that toothpick comes out clean or not. So we'll get this in the oven. All right, so I'll be right back with you, and hopefully a beautiful blackberry cobbler sourdough cake. Okay, so it's ready. I did check it at the 50-minute mark, and it was not ready. So it definitely needs an hour. So I haven't looked at it since it's been an hour, so we'll look and see. Oh, it's done. It's done. Smells wonderful. You see the berries in there? We can see them on the side. I'll move the camera over, but it is browned on the edges, like crispy. It looks like the sugar kind of crystallized a little bit on top, so I bet it's gonna be a little crunchy. So I'm really excited to try it. It's really, really hot, so I have to let it cool. But I'm gonna bring the camera over here so you can see it better. Doesn't that look great? I don't know if you can hear it still bubbling or not, but it is bubbling. So definitely takes an hour to bake. We're just gonna let it sit and cool, and I'll come back and I will cut into it. I meant to get vanilla ice cream at the grocery store and I completely forgot, because that would be the cherry on top. But that's okay. We're just gonna take a little scoop because it's already 10 till 10 tonight and I just want a little tiny bite and see how it tastes. Okay, here we are. It has been 25 minutes. It's still pretty hot. I should have put it on a wire rack. I didn't think about it till just now. But we are going to scoop it out and take a test. All right, so you can kind of see here, it's crispy on the outside, and I literally just took a little tiny scoop because it is almost 10:20. But there it is. You can see the heat coming off of it. It definitely has the cake part and then of course the cobbler part, and it's a little crunchy on top. Let's give it a little taste test. Okay. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. You've got the crispy outside crunch, kind of the cake at the bottom, and then the kind of cobbler part at the top. Now, it's not overly sweet. I thought with a full cup and then another quarter on top of sugar that it would be pretty sweet, but it's actually not too sweet at all. I like it a lot. All right, yay. So I think this is a winner chicken dinner for sure. Betty's done it again. All right, so from my home to your home, I wish you the best delicious discard dishes. So it's got the cobbler feel. Whoa. I can't believe I got this in the air. Oh, and don't forget to download the starter pack freebie with everything Betty in it.